A couple weeks ago, I said in corn, after we plant our seed and it emerges, we can no longer create yield. And in corn, that's true. In soybeans, on the other hand, there's a few times where we have some opportunity to create more yield because we have an opportunity to affect the reproductive growth of the plant and make it have more pods. And we do that by affecting how it flowers. Hi, I'm Mike Zwingman, Agronomy R&D Manager for Central Valley Ag. This is your Monday Agronomy Update video that coincides with the Reach Out article on the CVA blog site. As we're sitting here, these beans are about R2, which are full bloom. Now, before we start having some pod initiation, this is a great time for us to do things like apply a fungicide and insecticide combination to do two things. One, knock down all the insects in the plants. Yes, we're gonna kill some beneficials, but we're gonna also kill a lot of low numbers of insects that are eating away at our yield. Not one of them really hits an economic threshold, but when you add them all together, they're doing enough damage to decrease that pod set. The second thing, we get to stave off low-level diseases and increase the plant health and respiration of this plant to really help us get to that next level of yield. Now, to be careful, we don't want to do too many things to increase pod count, because if we increase pod count too much and we can't give the plant the resources it needs to fill it, like nutrients and water, all of a sudden the plant will freak out a little bit and reduce its number of pods. When it does that, when it aborts those pods, it always goes back farther than it should. So we have cases where we've done a lot of the right things, but maybe we've missed irrigation. Maybe we ran short on nitrogen or sulfur. And what happened was that plant aborted pods and we lost yield. And we blamed it on the product we used, not the management style afterwards. That's the key. Whatever you do from here on out, you have to commit to the end. You have to do what you need to do to increase pod count and increase that fullness of pods to maximize your yield in soybeans. Now, a lot of it will come down to August and what kind of weather we have and how much stress this plant gets under, but we have the opportunity to increase our yields in soybeans. And a great place to start is using that fungicide-insecticide combination. Another great place would be using begin and takeoff technology to help get more nutrients into the plant. These are all great ways for you to do this. And I would go ahead and prioritize your acres, a lot like we talked about in corn, and try some new things to increase your yield and your profitability on soybeans. As always, be safe, and we'll see you next week.